Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and I hope you are all good. So for those of you who may have watched last week's video and you're watching this week's video, you're like, it's the same look, the same top, the same everything. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just recorded different videos on the same day because it's just so much easier and I don't want to waste makeup. So yeah, anyways, so today I'm just going to talk to you guys, open up about my university experience and how it was for me, and because it's actually been 10 years now since I graduated from university. And yeah, a whole 10 years, guys. Wow. I went to City University in Islington, and yeah, I studied international politics. So I've got a Bachelor of Social Sciences, so BSc in international politics. And university for me at that time was quite interesting because I've always been an ambitious person and I've always taken my studies very seriously, especially being a child of parents who left all they know, left their hometown and their families to come to like a place which was completely foreign to them. They didn't speak the language, the culture was not the same, everything was just like, wow, okay. That was like my drive. I always said to myself, you know, I can't fail, I won't fail. And knowing that, coming from a place where, you know, education is not given freely as it is on this side of the world, I said to myself that this is something that I'm not going to play with. At that time, I never really knew what I'd wanted to do or what I'd wanted to become. And I just want to say it's okay. There's some people from the age of 5 that already know what they want to be. Others, it may take them a bit of time. And I feel like that's usually with people who are very like creative and very imaginative. You can't box us into just one place. There's some people who are so multifaceted that they don't see themselves doing one thing for the rest of their lives. There's others who do see themselves doing one thing for the rest of their lives, and that's okay. But there's others who would really like to dabble in different things and, you know, make money different ways, and yeah, just always be on the go. I've always been interested in human relations, so social sciences such as sociology, psychology, politics and history are things that even until now I'm still very much interested in. Like, why do people do the things that they do? Why do people end up thinking or behaving the way that they behave? Why do people think and function the way that they do? And, you know, what happened in the past, and knowing what happened in history to see how it's affecting us now, and seeing what we can do now to be able to perfect ourselves to do better for the future. So I've always been interested in things like that. So that's why I went for international politics. The course wasn't hard. It was a lot of reading and a lot of writing, but you know, that's something that kind of comes easy to me. As once I'm in that mood, I'm just going for it. I did a lot of sleepless nights, especially in the last year. I did a lot of sleepless nights, doing overnighters. I think there was a time when I even did like 24 hours without sleeping. Like, I'd finished university at 5 and I handed in my assignment the next day at 5 p.m. It was proper mad, and I went home and slept for I don't know, like 10 hours straight. But yeah, my university experience was really good. I learned a lot about myself, and I believe that university teaches you to be very independent, because if you don't turn up to the lectures and you don't turn up to the seminars, you don't do the work, nobody's going to chase you. In my first year, I could have done better than I did. Well, throughout my whole 3 years, I could have done better, but during that time, there was a lot of things going on in my life which was affecting me mentally and emotionally as well. But I really tried to power through, and it started to get to the point in my life as well where I was just started to get tired of studying. I just wanted a break, because I had no breaks in between. I didn't take a gap year or anything like that. As soon as I finished my GCSEs, I went to college. As soon as I finished college, I went to university. So it was just one thing after another, one thing after another. And I believe that it started to take a toll on me. And it was a time in my life as well where from the age of 17 to 21, so many things had actually happened, and I was trying to deal with all those things plus studies on top. It was a lot, but I thank God for his grace that gave me strength to really just power through. So my first year I did okay. Second year was a very, very bad year academically. I think I just literally got into my third year by the skin of my teeth. I literally just scraped through. Third year now, things were still not as good as they could have been, but however, I came to a point where I said to myself, I'm not going to think about anybody. I'm not going to think about anything. I'm not going to let anybody or anything affect me. Whatever's going on, I'm just going to be oblivious to it and just focus on my studies. This is my last year. I cannot afford, and I will not allow myself to blow this, because for one, I'm not doing another year. For two, I'm not going to pay to come back to be able to finish this course. So I'm going to get it done and dusted now. And yeah, because I've had it up to here, I've had it up to here. Like, I need to finish with this because I need to get out of uni. I need to get out of the educational system because I want to go live my life. I want to go make my money and stuff like that. But I was really proud of myself. I know that I didn't get the mark that I'd wanted overall, and it took me a while to be able to get over it, but I was proud of myself because in the midst of the storm, I was able to just put my head down and focus and power through. And at the end of the day, I wasn't doing this for anybody else. I was doing it for me. If I was to give any advice to anybody who's going to university right now, I would just say, make sure it's the course that you really, really want to do. I'm sure most of you are starting and about to start. You've already chosen your course, but make sure it's a course that you really, really, really want to do. And if you find out that it's not really what you expected, I believe you have the opportunity to change it. Like, next year there's a deadline for you to be able to change it. Feel free to change. I would say don't stress yourself too much, because it's not the end of the world. But obviously you're paying thousands of pounds for your degree, so don't be acting a fool. But like, don't stress too much, but do the best that you can, and have a schedule as well, so you'll have time to you'll actually have time to do your work. You'll have time to have fun, and you'll have time to also rest. Make sure you schedule in rest. When that student loan or that student grant drops, don't be thinking too much about the Louis bag or the Gucci bag or things like that. Use that money to invest in things which will be valuable, which will actually help you later on. During those long period of holidays, yes, go on holiday, have fun. It's time to rest and also do your studies to be able to prepare for the next year, and so on and so forth. But I would highly advise you to also look for work experience. If you can't get work experience in your field, which will be good for you to get work experience in your field, but if you can't, get any sort of work experience, anything that could give you life skills and transferable skills, because it will truly, truly, truly help you. Now, the question that you may be asking me is, will I do it all over again? Honestly speaking, 100% yes. 100% yes. But will I change anything? No, I wouldn't, because I did the best that I could. And I just want to wish everybody who's starting university or college or even a new school or in a new year, whatever, I wish you all the best. And I'm rooting for you. Root for yourself. And yeah, guys, you'll be well, you'll be good. And like I always say, never suffer in silence. If something is going on, always speak up to somebody, reach out for help or professional help, and never suffer in silence. I believe in universities as well, there's counselors and therapists and stuff like that who are there to help. So use the help the best that you can. Said, guys, I'm going to end it here. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and hit the the notification bell, sorry, and share it around with somebody who you believe that it could be a blessing to them. And I shall see you in my next video, and I wish you